Hello HEMA friends and welcome to this new episode of the Longsword Beginner's Guide. Today we are going through 3 different beating and attack actions, which are meant to improve your repertoire of solutions while fencing a point-online guard, like Longa. The first beating we are going to analyze is also the easiest one to perform. Starting from Posta di Donna, we beat aside the opponent's sword with a powerful Mandrito Fendente, instantly charging another Mandrito Fendente while moving forward with a full step. As you can see, we need to charge our Fendente on the left side of our figure, so pay attention to not hit your own head while doing so. This action, as you can see, is pretty straightforward, and it uses a strong Fendente to beat aside the opponent's sword in a forceful manner, creating a wide opening. This, of course, comes at a cost. In fact, because of its large motions, the action is relatively predictable and easier to avoid or counter compared to the other 2 we are going to see. But with proper timing and a good probing preparation, it may become extremely hard to deal with. Very good, let's move forward. The second beating is easier to land while starting from low guards, like Porta di Ferro and Coda Longa. This time we are going to change our approach. Instead of a powerful beat, we are going for a fast and tight one. We beat aside the opponent's sword from below using either the false edge or the true edge. The choice is up to you. Once the opening is created, we strike a Roverso Fendente either toward the right or the left arm, moving forward our left foot in an aggressor motion. I generally prefer to go for the right arm, because it is the closest one, but it requires a little bit more precision than going for the left one. This action, compared to the first one, is faster in every aspect. In its blade work, in its footwork, and it reaches a closer target. But, of course, this comes at the cost of having a smaller opening which may easily be closed by the opponent in the blink of an eye by simply closing the line with a parry or with a smart use of the crossguard. As always, pros and cons. The third and the last beating we are going to analyze is a tricky one, which I tend to use quite a lot. This time we are going to use the opponent's own expectations. We start from a low right guard, as before, but this time we land a slightly wider beat. We want in fact to free our sword from the bind, to strike on the opponent outside line. Thanks to this slightly wider motion, we leave our opponent free to perceive the beating, and expecting a blow into the newly created opening, he will go for a parry. Which, funny enough, is exactly what we want. And because of this, our Roverso catches his right arm during the time of the parry. Remember that to land this action, you need to scout the opponent, probing him to read his defensive reactions. Once the work is done, you can move from striking where the opponent is toward striking where the opponent will be. Very good people, 3 beat and attack actions useful to increase your repertoire of tactics. In the next episode we are going to explore the Cavazione motion. Remember people that if you want to support this channel and receive in exchange more of my content, you can check the link to my Patreon page in the video description. Thanks for watching people and as always, see you next time.